Good day. From Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Bradley in this is the National Football League.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Good coverage that time by Sean Bunting. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Roethlisberger. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Play action. Now Roethlisberger. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. That's good for 28 yards.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short game. Get downfield like he just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. Eluding the pressure right. Looking deep here for Ebron. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. First carry for the 2018 Pro Bowler, James Conner. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Conner, 33 yards. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. So they start this game just like they won. Opening drive touchdown, a nice run there to finish it off.
Yeah, that's what we call an explosive run because of the distance. And being able to do that, that puts a little uncertainty in the minds of your opponent.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. Ogunbowale elects to not bring it out.
At their own 25-yard line.
Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. There on the tackle, Mika Fitzpatrick.
2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. There's the Blue State man, it's Chris Godwin. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here. Pressure comes and the Steelers take him down. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt. Now then after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Bud Dupree in there to drop him at sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Brady.
Now we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
A very good return there, giving it even 20 yards. And the Steelers are going on offense here, 1st and 10.
Their own 43-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Juju Smith-Schuster, 57 yards. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8-ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm. Relax a little bit and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And now he's going to use his legs. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And that was the old QB one-man band play there on the conversion.
And look, let's face it, even quarterbacks who don't have great mobility, in certain situations, they're able to actually take the ball in themselves. Remember way back when Joe Namath against the Giants?
You were going Namath.
Right? Remember Joe had all those knee operations, they thought he couldn't run it? No one accounted for him. He practically walked into the end zone.
Waiting now on first down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up second down.
Minka Fitzpatrick on the coverage.
To throw again. Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Chris Wormley. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. On 3rd and long, it's Brady. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they'll have it just 5 yards away from pay dirt here, 1st and goal. The defense gets in the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. Sliding out of the pocket. And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the run. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Now, 1st quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it, it's scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
A dangerous return man shown it here.
1st and 10.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
Watch it.
Okay, you're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down. On the delay, Jones. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. On 2nd and 11 now. Brady. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. T.J. Watt able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Throwing it on 3rd and long. Brady. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he's able to get this. Out closer to midfield across the 45.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete. The surprise 2nd-round pick, Sean Bunning there to get a hand in. So after the 2nd down incompletion, he'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They go play action with Roethlisberger. Going top shelf. This is caught inside the 15. And he will have the Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So now following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Zach Gentry there to make the grab. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on first and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left them reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Boswell good with the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. An incredibly short kick, fielded way up there. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. 34-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Bud Dupree able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion, stopped another passing down here on third ball.
And they'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a fourth down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on fourth and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Steelers are going to take over first and 10 deep in their own territory. Juju Smith-Schuster and the rest of this offense heading back out there, making his presence felt early in this one. First half already. And this will be caught at the 30. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. 3 first-half touchdown passes now for Ben Roethlisberger. And the Steelers offense, they continue to pour it on.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Boswell for the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on first and 10. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run.
Edmonds on the tackle.
So we've reached halftime here with a visiting Steeler. And just like that, on we head to half number 2.
Buccaneers, nothing. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
The first half, no contest. What will the second half bring? As we are back and underway on the A Sports. Oh, good return up past the 30.
Take over first and 10. their own 35-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm the whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. First carry now for the backup with Sean McCoy. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing a shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And his throw is going to be incomplete. In need of a conversion on third down. They had a big play to start the drive, not much sense.
3rd and 7.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Gay's kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points.
And nothing but daylight ahead. Kareth White. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Officially an even 100 yards coast to coast on a kick return. And this offense continues to pour it on.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice healthy lead.
After the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
Good luck.
he's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with the carry by McCoy. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, it's Brady. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Brady gives this one up to Jones. And unable to get downhill there, so he'll take this up to about the 37. It's big Vince Williams who made the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
At the 37-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground with McCoy this time. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. From the gun, Brady.
This defense is just...
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Cameron Hayward in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
They just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And it's caught at the 10. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Juju Smith.
Big Ben with his 4th touchdown pass of of the afternoon. And this Steelers offense is running away with this one.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On second down, it's Jones. And maybe shades in the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
3rd down and 12.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Sean McCoy.
Here's Bradley Pinion now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far.
For the Buccaneers.
On the return, Johnson. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Steps away. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left, and this will be caught at the 30. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. How about Ben Roethlisberger, his 5th touchdown pass of the afternoon, as his guys continue to pour it on. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there, and sometimes has a way of catching up with you.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm. A lot of times the punter goes inside and puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On 3rd down, Brady. A quick pass here to Godwin. And this effort won't do it. He needed to get to the 45. He's a yard or 2 short. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. They create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping them from the 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, 81 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drive should deserve to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Throwing again on second down. Brady, and his throw is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Brady going to try and throw on third down. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Now Brady to try again after the pick 6. Pressure comes and the Steelers take him down. Cameron Hayward picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. The throw there by Brady, intended for Gronkowski, but incomplete. Gronkowski again, he was the intended target, and it'll bring up third down. Operating from the gun, Brady able to shake him off. In the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Cameron Hayward able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
First and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Here again comes Juju Smith-Schuster and the Steelers. He's been a load for them to handle defensively, I know that much.
But look at him. He's got 7 catches on the game, and he's starting to shred them a little bit because not only is he catching them, he's picking up good yardage, keeping the chains moving, ball control, you name it. This big guy, what did you say? He's been a load for them to handle?
That's right.
Agreed.
7 catches, as you said, over 100 yards. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 26 and a first down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. Roethlisberger going to throw it. Flushed out right. Looking deep. It's caught at the 10. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win, but one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and the lead will swell by one more. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
And sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost, it was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Cameron Hayward getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. To Evans on the slant. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down. Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. The 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Now, this may be one of those games as a quarterback where you just want to go home, draw the curtains, get the ice cream out of the freezer, stay home till Wednesday.
Yeah, but I wouldn't advise that, because if you stay home till Wednesday, the backup's going to have